Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu, Kenya tunayoipenda, Kenya nchi tunayoipenda.
Twajivunia sana tukijiita wa Kenya, nchi yenye baraka, Kenya nchi yenye baraka. Tumekomboa Kenya, taifa letu tukufu, tumebadili mwendo, tutalinda katiba mpya. Anayependa Kenya ni yule mwenye kutenda haki kwa watu wote, mtu mwenye kutenda haki. Na ukipenda Kenya ujitengane na mambo yenye kuvunja amani. Hatutaki matata Kenya.
Fellow Wajirians, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I wish to take this opportunity to welcome you all to the 56th anniversary of Mashujaa Day celebrations. I'm happy to be with you during this auspicious occasion and wish you all the best in your endeavors in the national building and peaceful coexistence. Mashujaa Day is a day to celebrate, reflect and remember the heroes and heroines who participated in the attainment of our country's freedom from the colonial yoke. Towards this end, we have our local heroes and heroines who played key roles in peace building, cohesion, and distinguished service to this county and the nation at large. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to underscore that my government has fully embraced the President's Big Four agenda through the alignment of our policies, planning, and budgeting to this enormous transformational agenda. Indeed, our manifesto for the period 2017-2022 demonstrates our commitments as spelled out in the strategic activities executed in the following sectors. 1. Health. The achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, with the ultimate aim of ensuring that nobody is left behind, and in the realization of our blueprint, development blueprint, we have prioritized and resourced the universal health coverage. First, healthcare financing is the single most component of our budget, with the financial year 2019-2020 health budget accounting for 23% of the county's budget. That is the highest amount paid to health. Second, we have fast-tracked the procurement and delivery of essential drugs and supplies to all health facilities and dispensaries in the county. All our facilities have received their drug supply from KEMSA and are well stocked. Moreover, in this financial year, under the World Bank supported Kenya Devolution Support Program, my government intends to procure medical equipment for all health facilities in the county. 3. In line with our ambition of providing specialized services at the Wajir County Referral Hospital, an operational modern CT scan will be launched very soon. In fact, it is operational as we talk, but we are waiting for the Minister for Health, CS Health, to come and open. Here, the Health Department, with the support of the national government, constructed the CT scan and geared towards realizing universal health coverage.
Awesome.
Other important milestones include the operationalization of the satellite blood bank, which is also first, just like the renal unit, since independence. 4. As a way of matching the specialized services introduced in the county government, in the county referral hospital, we have sent medical doctors to specialize in radiology, pediatrics, oncology, among other needed special services in the county. Furthermore, the department has a resident gynecologist and a surgeon providing specialized services. This will significantly reduce the cost of seeking specialized services in far-flung areas, especially Garissa, those who are going to Garissa and Nairobi. It's going to be a thing of the past. All medical and health services will be provided in the county. 5. As a result of continued and sustained investment in the health sector, maternal mortality rates from Wajir County has reduced from 1,683 to 780 per 100,000 live births. This is a result of increased number of facilities providing skilled maternal and neonatal services, among others. Number 6, the department has increased the operating theaters from only two to 4 operating theaters, and 2 more theaters are being constructed in Tarbaj and Eldas sub-county referral hospitals. Also, modern surgical ward and vaccine depots were constructed in Wajir County Referral Hospital to improve service provision and reduce the cost of health care in the county, thereby contributing to the attainment of universal health coverage. Number 7, to improve the status of Wajir County Referral Hospital to regional referral hub. The department is putting up a modern maternity, child health and emergency wing so as to provide all maternal and child health care services under one roof and in one-stop shop. In addition, 10 maternity units will be constructed in the county, thereby raising the number of maternity wings to 108 in number. This will enhance access to skilled deliveries, thereby reducing maternal and infant mortality rates in our beloved county. Yet, in reducing the distance between health facilities, the Department of Health constructed 25 dispensaries in the last financial year and are expected to be operational under my flagship project known as Ward-Based Development Projects. Now the other area is on agriculture and livestock. My government recognizes the central role played by food and nutrition security in our daily lives. Hence, to address food and nutrition security, interventions were taken inter alia include sustainable food systems, where 638.45 metric tons of food items were distributed to various beneficiaries. We have also carried out, together with other valuable partners, mass treatment of livestock, distribution and supplementary livestock feeds, distribution of high-value crop seeds across the county, and provision of tractor services for mechanized plowing to open more land for crop production and farming. The other area is on water. Fellow Kenyans, Recurrent drought has been our single most threat to food security. We just came out of a very biting drought in our county due to the low rainfall in the last 2 seasons. This has led to severe water problems and loss of livelihoods in the food security sector. It is against this background that my government, in order to lessen the burden of drought on the well-being of our people, has undertaken development and emergency intervention initiatives, which include, among others, 1. Emergency water tracking from July 8th to up to recently, where 54 water boozers were hired to distribute water to 378 pastoral centers. Rapid response to borehole breakdown at the cost of 33 million. 3. Drilling and equipping of 42 boreholes, which costed us 120 million. 4. Procurement of 30 gensets and equipping of boreholes at a cost of 40 million. Expansion of water supply systems in major settlements and stormwater management through rainwater harvesting by constructing water ponds in various areas. During this financial year, the county government of Wajir has planned to continuously tap into stormwater through rainwater harvesting, and specifically by constructing 50,000 cubic meters of water in Balader, Wajir South, Balatraha in Tarbaj, as well as 20,000 cubic meters at Bosicha, Garaska, Jigjiga in Wajir North, Habaswein and Eldas respectively. Similarly, my government will prioritize expansion of water supply systems in the sub-county government headquarters and other settlements so as to address water scarcity in the growing settlements. Dear Kenyans, it is important to note that with the onset of rains, some parts of our county has received above average rainfall, with combined rainfall that has been received in the last 5 years, especially during the short rain season. As it has always been, the rains come in equal measure with the blessings for lives and livelihoods and destruction of critical infrastructure, especially in areas where infrastructure is not climate proof. Flash floods have been experienced in Wajir North, Tarbaj, Eldas, Wajir West, and Wajir East. Consequently, lives were lost and critical infrastructure, including roads, schools, health facilities, and water systems, have been severely damaged. Movement between settlements have been severely hampered, with the resultant effects of households going without food since they cannot reach the markets to restock food and medical supplies. Ladies and gentlemen, my government will do everything within its reach to open up roads that have been cut off and made impassable by the storm water, restore critical infrastructure, provide emergency medical supplies as a stopgap measure. In the current circumstances, I would like to appeal to the national government and our partners to support the most affected and vulnerable households with emergency needs, including food, nutritious food, medical supplies, as well as water purification. I also wish to appeal to farmers this time that God has given us plenty of rains to plant food crops and fodder during this season. The other area of importance is education. For fellow Wajirians, in order to ensure that our students who complete primary schools this year transit to secondary schools next year and contribute to His Excellency's rallying call of ensuring that there is 100% transition from primary to secondary, my government will implement the national government's effort by supporting infrastructural development for community-based low-cost day boarding schools. I know there are over 10 communities that have prioritized secondary schools. Moreover, my government has disbursed bursaries to 11,670 students, which is about 8,890 students in secondary schools, 2,780 in tertiary educational institutions, totaling to 82 million Kenya shillings, and many other institutions have complied with our request not to send away learners due to lack of school fees. Ladies and gentlemen, further, I have directed that the County Department of Education to fast-track the processing of bursaries for 2019-2020 and ensure that all learners have benefited before Term 1 starts in January 2020. I wish to take this opportunity to wish all Class 8 and Form 4 candidates sitting for the KCPE and KCSE exams, respectively, the best of luck in the exams and a bright future to be proud of. I urge the candidates to complete the exams fairly and excel in their undertakings and be the best of examples to those who are following on the footsteps. And they should disregard what this minister is talking about. Let them do their job without any fear. Fellow citizens, my government will domesticate the public-private partnership regulations issued by National Treasury recently in order to stimulate opportunities for public-private partnerships in the county. The Wajir Abattoir will be one such investment that will be run through PPS. Once the State Department of Livestock finalizes the completion of the infrastructural component, I implore upon our business community to consider entering into partnership with the county government of Wajir in taking this investment to the next frontier of growth and opportunities. I'm sure once this is done, our pastoralists will have a sustainable and competitive market for their livestock throughout the year, thereby improving their living standards. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to mention the milestone that we have reached contributing to the constituting the second Wajir County Public Service Board that recently assumed office. My advice to them is to ensure that we have a professional county public service that performs at optimal level. Distinguished residents, during the last financial year, the county government of Wajir has cleared over 95% of the pending bills for financial year 2017-18, totaling to over 2.3 billion, except for a few projects that were incomplete. With these payments, businesses will spur and we expect the investment environment to improve the county. Further, I directed the Finance and Economic Planning Department to ensure that processing of pending bills payment for this financial year, for the last financial year, are fast-tracked and implemented without delay. Moreover, my government has initiated pending bills verification process with the single aim of ensuring that we meet our financial obligations and pending bills are paid for in the shortest time possible. This will ensure that no one is left behind and we will prosper together as a nation and as a society. In this respect, I would like to urge honorable members of the Wajir County Assembly to pass the supplementary budget for pending bills without delay so that we can start processing payments as soon as possible. Dear Wajirians, with limited and competing resources, my government will use technology to create a synergy and enhance own source revenue through revenue automation. We are now at the final stage of rolling out the revenue automation system for all the revenue streams in the county. it is quite essential to note that revenue enhancement is now a criteria for allocation of shareable revenue to the county government. The uptake of revenue automation has been quite successful in other parts of the county where it has been implemented. The system, once installed, reduces red tape, corruption, and poor governance, and is fit for purpose once installed and will lead to revenue growth. Ladies and gentlemen, the effective implementation of county programs and projects is embedded in the spirit of partnership building within and without the county. In this respect, I would like to recognize partners, namely World Bank, UNDP, FCDC, UNICEF, SDC, World Food Program, United Muslim Relief, Kenya Red Cross, among others, for their continued partnership and support to this county. As I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I pray to Allah to bless us and grant us His grace. I also convey my message of condolences to the families of our grandmother Zainab Yusuf, who unfortunately drowned in a flash flood in Gurar, and Fatuma Ugas, who also died at Eldas in similar circumstances. I also want to send a similar message to friends, relatives, and also the county commissioner and his staff on the sudden demise of PC Francis Maina, who was the county commissioner's driver, who died in a road accident near Modogash. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a happy and enjoyable Mashujaa Day. Thank you. Long live Wajir County. Long live Kenya.